Dropped my phone here. Look, it's the old one, not the new one. Oh, God. All right. Good show today. All right. I'm live. 8CF Crisis 2. What's going on? It's pretty cool because you can invite other people on here too, which is really, really cool. Rob in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
All right, John. We are live.
What's up, guys? John here. Titan Talk Tuesday in full effect. I appreciate all you guys joining me in. Gonna wait for some of the other people to join in right here so we can get a good conversation going. Got a great show for you guys as usual. And I'm always here to answer any of your questions, concerns, or maybe you want something that's going to help you out in one way, shape, or another. And that's what I'm here to do for you guys. Every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be here for you guys. All right, so little dude's still sick, but I'm better. Man, I'm sorry, dude. Hopefully he gets better soon, man. I'm glad you're feeling better, though. Hopefully, you know, these kids are strong. They'll get through it. Don't worry, Rotten Rob. You'll be straight, man. My son went through it, too, so it should be good. They'll get over it. Hopefully, like I said, everything is going to be good. All right, so before we get started, if you guys don't know what Type Medical Center does, let's break it down for you guys. So we do everything from hormone replacement therapy, medical weight loss, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, rejuvenation detox, peptide therapies, blood work, bedroom enhancing therapies, rejuvenation detox, IVs if you're in the area, and a lot more. So, and we're going to be adding a lot here very soon. Tyler Plump in the house. What up, Adam? Benzio, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yes, thanks. It should be good. Hopefully, Rotten Rob. All right, so listen. This week, we're going to start off with the therapy of the week like we always do. So, the therapy of the week this week is Tighten Up. So, Tighten Up was one of our first vitamin amino acid injectable therapies. It was like literally like one of our first ones. That and Super Titan. And Tighten Up was one that was supposed to be able to take in daily and cover a wide spectrum of a lot of different things to give you guys benefits all the way through. Mitra, what's going on? Viper, what's going on? How you doing? John02 John, what's up? How you doing, man? So Tighten Up is great because Tighten Up has MIC, methionine, inositol, and choline, right? It also has B complex in it. It has one branched chain amino acid, leucine, and it has L-carnitine. So it's got a wide spectrum of a lot of different things, from vitamins to amino acids. It's going to give you a lot of different health benefits. So with the MIC, right? So MIC has three different components: methionine, inositol, and choline. So these are good for a lot of different things, right? As far as weight loss, it's good for detoxifying the liver, so helping process more fats through the liver. At that point, helping you filter all these other things through there and having your body work more optimally. Then you have B complex. Well, B complex covers a wide variety of different B vitamins. And these B vitamins cover a wide spectrum of different things. What up, Daniel Painter? Paul, what's going on? I hope all you guys are doing good. I appreciate you guys tuning in. So, yeah, so Tighten Up, it's covering these different things. And then you have one branched chain amino acid, leucine. Now, there's only three branched chain amino acids in total: leucine, isoleucine, and valine. So you're getting one in this, which is going to be great for weight loss. It's going to be great for, not going to a catabolic effect. As far as maybe you're, doing calorie restriction, which we're going to talk about today a little bit in one of my other topics. Or you're working out real hard and you don't want to lose that hard-earned muscle, but you still want to lean up and cut up, right? Well, leucine could be a very valuable one, but you want the other branch chains too as well. But this has one of them, so that's leucine. It also has L-carnitine, so this can be great for blood flow, building more muscle. There's a lot of different properties along with that as far as health benefits that go along with L-carnitine. Now you put all these together, and you got one hell of a mix, right? So Tighten Up, just what it says, Tighten Up, right? It should help you with weight loss, it should help you with natural energy, not going into a catabolic effect. So you're getting a lot of different benefits through this. Processing fats through the liver faster. That's what Tighten Up can do for you. It's all natural. There's no stimulants in it. It's good for pretty much everybody out there. Mass use, right? And there's no really contraindications. Your body should be able to handle all these different things. There's nothing in there that's going to harm it. No negative side effects. So if you guys are looking for something that you can take daily that covers a wide spectrum of different things, then Tighten Up might be the therapy for you. If you have more questions about Tighten Up, you guys can always call or text 727-389-3220. You can read up on it on our TightenMedicalCenter.com site. There's videos on our YouTube. You can just go there, type in Tighten Medical Center. You'll see different videos on Tighten Up. Now, the big brother to this is Tighten Complete, and that has all 3 of the branched chain amino acids in it. So that one's a little bit more, but Tighten Up is a good start. If anybody wanted to start on a therapy and really want to work their way in, then this might be a good vitamin amino acid therapy for you guys to try. Like I said, that's one of our first ones. It's always going to be a great one. So if you guys have any questions about it, you guys can fire off here and I'll be happy to answer for you. But I think I broke it down pretty much for you guys. It's $180 for a 30-shot therapy package. So usually like Tighten Complete is like $275 for a 30-shot therapy package. So you might save a little bit more money on this too as well and get some of the different things that are in there. So listen guys, great therapy. If you guys want to know more about it, call or text the line, or you can ask on here too as well. All right. Mitra said, how's the Queen of Fitness doing? So I think you're talking about Isabel. I think she's doing really good, man. She's getting ready. You know, she's always staying in shape and ready to go pretty much for the stage, I think. But she really wants to, she really wants to dial it in and hopefully hit that Olympia stage. So I'm all with that. Totally backing 100%. All right, so let's get into the first topic today. Victoria Bombshell, what's going on, girl? I hope all is well. Timothy, what's going on? Life of a wedding blogger. What's up, man? Oh, is that a woman? Wow, that's awesome. Hey, I'm all about that. Friend's getting married here, man, in Switzerland. So crazy wedding he's got going on. Really, really crazy. I'll talk about that more when the time comes. Anyway, so let's get into the first subject of the day, or first topic that I want to bring up. And that is calorie restriction rewires metabolism, immunity for longer health span. So it's really cool. And I'm sure that you've heard different things out there on calorie restriction diets, fasting, intermediate fasting. A lot of hot words out there, right? And a lot of people either agree with this, don't agree with it. But listen, there's more and more studies coming out than ever now. And this one was a study, and I like to read up on things that have been studied, right? I always will pop off some things maybe that might be interesting, but the more that we can have studies behind some of these things and controlled studies, not just off the wall studies, because you can create a study and you can prove whatever you want nowadays. It's got to be controlled studies. So at this point, this one's really, really, really cool. So basically 2 years of modest calorie restriction reprogram the pathways in fat cells that help regulate the way mitochondria generate energy, the body's anti-inflammatory responses, and potential longevity. This is really, really cool. And this came from the Associate Executive Director for Clinical Science at Pennington Biomedical Research Center. Very, very cool. So with this too as well. So that's one way, right, for you to be able to lose weight is to reprogram the fat cells and way to regulate the mitochondria. That was really, really cool. So we know that calorie restriction obviously is one way to lose weight, right? We know, the calories in, calories out thing, I know it's old school and I know it's very vague, but that's kind of the general guidelines, right? In some ways it could be wrong too, but in most ways it's right, because if you don't eat as much, you're not going to have as many calories in. Your body needs so many calories to run itself per day. If it goes into a calorie deficit, that's usually when weight loss happens, or we start losing weight there, right? But listen, all food is not created the same either. So we got to make sure that our food sources are good and the good calories are coming in, and we're restricting bad calories pretty much, right? Or just restricting as many calories as possible, but being able to give enough to fuel your body and having the right macros. When we talk about macros, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, to be able to sustain or keep the muscle that you have, because you always want to protect that, and that's usually with protein that you're going to get that. Carbohydrates, your body usually uses as fuel, right? So your energy through the day. Now, the body can use energy or get energy from two different places though. And when we talk about this, we talk about carbohydrates and fats. There's actually, there's tests that you can run on yourself. There's like a breathing test, and you can actually see if your body is burning off fats or burning off carbohydrates. Now, if you don't take a whole bunch of carbohydrates in, let's say it's keto or whatever it is, then you're probably burning off fats. But it's a really, really cool way to look at this. Now, when we talk about the other flip side of this, because that's weight loss, right? And that's reprogramming the fat cells. We talk about immunity response. And this is really cool because this kind of goes into one of the therapies I used to love a lot. And I'm sorry, it's not around as far as the compounded version anymore, was thymosin alpha 1. So when we talk about the thymus gland, right? So the thymus gland creates T cells. T cells are one of the biggest things in our immune system as far as fighting them off, being able to recognize viruses or things or bad cells in our body that it attacks, takes over, and eradicates. But as we age, right, the thymus gland shrinks. So with this, fewer T cells are produced. That's why as we get older people have a lot harder time fighting off infections or sickness. Okay, that's why younger people usually have a better immune system because your thymus gland is working properly, their immune system is working properly, T cells are fighting for you, and you have a lot more in your system. What's up, Seth Jordan, Hector? What's going on? Squatting Quad, what's going on? One Pesci, Perna, what's going on? Dan Wheeler in the house, my man. Rocking and rolling on that 60-day challenge, boy. I'm loving it. Robert, what's going on? So, Pat Russo in the house, my dude. All right, so when we talk about this, we talk about T cells, right? And the importance is if you don't burn this fuel, the fat may build up in organs such as muscle, liver, leading to insulin resistance, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. So we want to make sure that we don't shrink the thymus gland. And, you know, as you're going to age, it's going to shrink. But at this point, when they talk about this fasting, right, or calorie restriction, it actually helps, and I couldn't believe this, with not shrinking the thymus gland as fast. So it's just really weird. So, I mean, I guess, you know, our bodies really don't want us to overeat, right? In an abundance. I mean, I guess it goes back to almost like the cavemen where they were running around trying to get whatever meals they possibly could. Some days they might eat, some days they might not eat. And at that point, they still had very, very, very small lifespans too as well. But, you know, we're advanced more medically than ever. So if this could possibly help, that's a big thing. You know, calorie restriction helps prevent the thymus from shrinking so the person generates more T cells. It's pretty cool. Like I said, when you look at these different research and clinical data on this, it's great for not just weight loss, but we're talking about immune response, anti-inflammatory property response, and improved metabolic health. That means that your body is processing things at a good rate. It's not slowing down. It's not going to insulin resistance. These are some of the different things that can happen. So really, really cool. So if you guys have thought about doing a calorie restriction or maybe an intermediate fasting time, this would probably be pretty cool to do. And with these people that calorie restricted, it wasn't a huge jump. Like, it wasn't like they cut half their calories in half. I think it was like 14% deficit over 2 years. It wasn't nothing crazy. So if you can see yourself doing something like this or you want to try this, I think it would be good. I've definitely done intermediate fasting, and it's improved, you know, everything around me. I think, you know, I woke up better. I had a lot of energy intermediate fasting. Usually when I talk to people before I started doing it, I would think that intermediate fasting, you're not going to have much energy because you're not getting the calories that you're used to getting, right? And some people restrict carbohydrates in this area too as well. And then when they do that, you think that, listen, you're not going to have any energy, you're brain dead, you know, what's going to be going on here? But it's actually the opposite. I had a lot of energy on intermediate fasting, and I was doing probably about 1,200 calories a day, maybe 1,500 tops. But I tried to do the 1,200 a day. Originally, when HCG was around and we were doing the HCG diet a lot, I never really believed in it in the beginning. I thought that, listen, anybody that calorie restricts to 500 calories, like that was supposed to be done, is going to lose weight. Now, are they going to go to a catabolic effect too and lose muscle and mass and all that good stuff? You know, that's one thing that was pretty cool with HCG, where you didn't really lose your size or anything. But I never want to do a 500 calorie diet. I've tried it, like 600 calories. It's just not for me. And I wouldn't really recommend that for anybody out there. You can go into a calorie restriction and you don't have to go all the way down to 500 calories. You know, even if it's for a girl, I'd say around 900 to 1,000. And if you can get clean calories in like that, you'll be good. I promise you. And it will take a little bit of getting used to, but I think once you get used to it, like the first week, then it's pretty easy to go along with. And the biggest thing is once you get sugars out of your system, processed foods, processed sugars, you will not crave it. If you eat it, you'll crave it. I promise you. You'll want more and more. It's like your body's addicted to these things. But once you take it away for so long, you will not crave it like you used to. I promise. Another one of my boys joined the fam today. That's awesome. Set up his appointment for next week. Thin blue line getting strong. That's my dudes. I support all the Leos out there. I support our veterans. I support our active military, first responders out there. I mean, God knows, right now, especially in the times that we're living, God bless all you guys for going out there, risking your lives, being put in these situations. I get up and I read or hear this crazy stuff, in the news. And it's not even just for first responders. This lady, and this is off topic, I guess, this lady, right? She let this homeless gentleman in her house so he could take a shower or a bath or whatever it was. The dude ended up slitting her throat. This just happened. Like, she was kind enough to let you in, kind enough to let you shower. And people do this. Like, I just don't understand this, like before, I think back in the day, like, I guess 40s, 50s, even 60s, I would think, if you let somebody in like that, they would be like, thank you so much, and want to do something for you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe clean up around your house, something. I don't know. It's crazy. Dominic in the house. Jeff, Kim Fit Ass Haynes, JRD, what's going on? Davey, Wisdom, Chris, what's going on? The Celeb Coach, what's up, dude? How you doing? Rambido, what's going on? Ja, what's going on? London's Papa, what's going on? Let's go live. Let's talk about it, man, for sure. Because I want to hear what you got to say before we go live, for sure, 100%. All right, so listen, if you guys have any questions about Tighten Up, any of the therapies that we offer here at Titan Medical Center, or you guys have questions about what would probably be best for you, just shoot them out to me, and I'll be able to answer all your questions live for you guys, all right? Celeb Coach, we got to plan something for sure. Let's talk. All right, so the next one, potential dangers of increased melatonin use for sleep. So I've talked about this before in the past, but now it's on the rise. Because of COVID and everything that's going on out there, and even before COVID, people are having problems sleeping, right? And it's been a big issue for a lot of people out there. They can't go to sleep. They can't stay asleep. Sleep patterns are more disrupted than ever. COVID has caused problems as far as sleeping. So we have a lot of people out there that are trying to get proper sleep, because without proper sleep, you're going to wake up not as much energy, maybe confused as far as not being able to think properly. It can lower immune function in the body. So you have all these different things, that can be affected by not getting proper rest. And people are looking for all different ways to get proper rest. And that's the thing, right? How can they get proper rest? So people look for over-the-counter things. They're looking for supplementation. Like, hey, listen, I can't go to sleep. What's going to help me go to sleep? Now, melatonin's been touted and sold for a long time over-the-counter use, right? And I've talked about this a lot. Well, people don't really know. They're like, melatonin's melatonin, right? I don't really know what melatonin is. It's some over-the-counter supplement I take. It helps me go to sleep, and I'll take it every night. All right, cool. But we need to look at really what melatonin is. So when we look at what melatonin is actually a hormone. It's just funny because some hormones are being able to sell over the counter, and some hormones are controlled substances. So AKA testosterone, controlled substance, right? But melatonin, over the counter. DHEA, over the counter. Estradiol's not controlled. Progesterone, nothing is controlled except for testosterone. And at this point, when we look at this, it's just really crazy because when we take melatonin, melatonin helps circadian rhythms in the body, right? And these circadian rhythms help you with your sleep patterns and such. The layman's way to really break down melatonin so you guys really understand what it is. So melatonin is the hormone when it's supposed to be when your body starts seeing dark outside. You're starting to get sleepy. That's kind of how it works, right? That's how it's supposed to work. Now, that's not how it works anymore for a lot of people, especially, people who work in night shifts and stuff like that. Their biological clock or their clock is totally flipped upside down, and they're on different sleep patterns and hours. So they use different things to help them go to sleep. But this is kind of what it's supposed to be used for. Now, at a small dose of melatonin, you usually won't have a lot of problems. Power Billy in the house, what's up? Glow by Nickel. Nicole, I'm calling you after this live. I need to talk to you. I hope all is well, though. Illinois, you guys are from Chicago. You guys need facials, any of that aesthetic work? My girl, Glow by Nicole, dude. She's the best. Power Bill, I'm real proud of you, man. Seeing all those transformation pictures. You're coming along, dude. You're coming along. I love it. So back to this. So listen, more people are using melatonin at a double the recommended dosage rate is. And this can cause a lot of different issues as far as messing up your sleep patterns or even causing you not to get proper sleep. And then causing you to be dependent on this because it messes up the true function of melatonin in your body. So with this, you got to be very careful if you're using melatonin. And I know I've heard a lot of parents that are giving kids melatonin. Probably not the best idea. I wouldn't start any kids on melatonin unless you absolutely had to. Absolutely. Otherwise, you need to wear those kids out, right? And let them go to sleep. Get them on a time schedule and get them to sleep, right? It might not happen the first night. Because let's say your kid's on spring break or summer vacation. Dad, can I stay up till midnight and watch TV? Yeah, they do that over and over and over for a whole week. Now their sleep patterns to go to sleep are going to be messed up. So you got to get them back on track. Maybe a day or two before they're going to go back to school. Make sure they're in bed, lights off, no other, something that's, raising, their stimuli. So at that point, they're not, they're not watching TV or no lights are keeping them on or no radio or headphones or whatever it is. Pure darkness, pure sleep. That's what they need. All right. You're going to get jacked, dude, for sure. You keep going, man. I promise you. Homegrown and tattoos. What's going on? Mr. T in the house. What's going on? Steve, what's up? How you doing? Thank you guys for joining me. Anthony, self-made. What's going on? Notable coup. So yeah, guys. So really, really cool. Use melatonin and use some of these different things for the benefits, but don't overdo it. And if you're having to go up and dose the melatonin, it might not be the right thing for you. And like I said, there's other different things negatively that this could affect with your sleep patterns and with your health. So just make sure, right? I just got Cupid's Candy. Should I only take half or take the whole thing? Victoria Bell, take the whole thing. So Cupid's Candy has 5 milligrams of tadalafil, which is the main active ingredient in Cialis. It has PT-141, which is FDA approved for female libido enhancement, and it works on the nervous system. And it also has oxytocin, which is a bonding hormone, which is great too. All three in one rapid dissolve tablet. That's what it is. So it should taste like orange too, Victoria. And when you put it in your mouth, literally, it's probably gone within 20 seconds. I'm not even joking around. Throw it underneath your tongue for sublingual use. So just open it up, put it underneath your tongue, and that stuff should be gone within literally 10 to 20 seconds. And it should be really, really good too. And it's awesome because Cupid's Candy can be used by females and males. And they get all the benefits on either side. And you can use it together with your partner, and it should create more of a better experience for both of you guys, which is really cool, right? Because, you want to share some of these things, and it's also a bonding experience with you and your partner. So it's really, really cool. So Cupid's Candy, big thumbs up for that, 100%. Is the office closed already? So the office closes here at 6 p.m. Now, if you want to get a hold of somebody afterwards, just text the line, 727-389-3220. But it does switch over as far as calling to the answering service, I guess, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you need somebody, text the line, or you can call and leave a message and we'll get back to you. But text the line. That's the best way to do it. And we're here. We're still working, so the office is open. We've got patients all over the country, right? So Eastern Standard Time is 6 p.m. here. But in Cali, they're 3 hours behind us. So at that point, when it's 9 p.m. here, it's 6 p.m. over there. So we get texts all the way through the night, pretty much. And if we don't get back to it right then in a second, then we'll get back to you tomorrow morning. But if it's a serious emergency and stuff like that, we'll get back to somebody immediately. We always have me and Sharice are always looking over those messages, just to make sure that everybody's taken care of. There's no issues or problems. 10 years into this thing, and we're still doing this as owners. 24/7, guys. So I want to make sure you guys are all taken care of. You guys are tight in family, and it's important, right? Your health is number one priority to us. It should be number one priority to you. We want to make sure you guys are getting the results and feeling the best you possibly can, right? All the way around. Chicey Smash, Justin Caviar in the house. What's going on? Tori, what's going on? Pretty. 4 Hulk Smash 4, what's going on? Groovy Therapy Foundation, Victoria Bell. Oh, what about the Wonder Woman? What's the difference between the candy and the Wonder Woman? Excited to try it. All right, so this is the difference between Cupid's Candy and their Wonder Woman. So Cupid's Candy has 3 ingredients, 3 main ingredients. It has tadalafil, which is the main ingredient, Cialis, oxytocin, and PT-141. So you're getting nervous system stimulation, libido enhancement, vascular system stimulation, libido enhancement, and bonding effect. All in Cupid's Candy. Wonder Woman, it has straight sildenafil at 50 milligrams. So at that point, it's going to help with vascular stimulation. So it should take the blood down to the extremities, make it more sensitive down there for females, hopefully helping out with orgasms. But Cupid's Candy, I'm telling you, it's got all 3 in it. And for females, I think that's one of the best ones out there because it has all 3 in it. Wonder Woman's are great. No problem, for sure. But when you look at all 3 of those other ingredients that are in Cupid's Candy, it might be a more pleasurable effect for women out there. For guys, our Superman, sildenafil, blood, boom, done. But, even for guys, mental stimulation with the nervous system, that's awesome, right? And then having the binding effect with your partner, it brings you guys closer. So really, really cool stuff. They both work really well. And like I said, just Cupid's Candy, I think you're going to get all around a way better thing. I text already. I want to make an order. Rambito, I will make sure that they get back to you for sure so you get your order in, all right? Fit Marson, what's going on? Nona Boost, what's going on? M. Jones. So if you guys have any other questions like Victoria about any of these therapies that we talk about, or any of these therapies we offer, please shoot out to me. I'd be happy to answer for you guys. Talk about it some more because, listen, I go over these things a million times over and over. And I never really want to just repeat myself because I feel like I'm just going over and over it with you guys. But some of you guys have never heard some of these things or really do have questions about some of these therapies that we offer. And listen, I'll break it down for you guys all day long. I want you guys to understand it, be educated about what you're doing or what you possibly want to be doing with your body so you can possibly get the results that you're looking for, right? Because that's what it's all about. Health is number one priority, getting the results, feeling your best you possibly can, performing, looking, feeling, all those under one tree, baby. That's what it's all about. As we're waiting, though, the 60-Day Titan Transformation Challenge is still going on. Week 6. I'm so proud of everybody out there that is in this Titan Transformation Challenge. And listen, if you guys missed this challenge, don't worry. I'm going to do another one here probably in a couple months right before summer. And at that point, you guys are good to go. Jeremy, I'm going to get to your question in 1 second, okay? All right, so with that, the 60-Day Titan Transformation Challenge was a challenge that I wanted to put everybody out there. 1 male winner, 1 female winner, and originally it was for free HRT for 6 months. But some people said, listen, what if I can't take HRT or whatever it is? So I just said free therapies for 6 months, up to $375 in a month, right? So you can pick any therapies you want for 6 months, up to the $375, or clothing, or whatever you want, blood tests, whatever it is, right? But I wanted to put something out there that was really cool, and nobody's giving away free HRT for 6 months, or even free therapies for 6 months. I've never seen anybody do it like that. So you see people doing it after this, you know who did it first. But it was to motivate people out there, keep them accountable with their posting. They had to post, they had to send in the things to us every week, their check-ins, and they have to follow through every week. Post 1 time. That's it. Really simple, really easy, but it keeps them accountable, and it motivates not just them, but other people out there that are seeing it. Some people, they need that, right? And you're helping these people out. So I know I say it over and over. You guys are the motivators that are in this challenge. You guys are, getting to these goals or fighting for these goals, which is awesome. And you guys are putting a lot of hard work and effort into it. I'm really, really proud. Dan Wheeler in the house. Power Belly, Big Irishman in the house. Rotten Rob in the house doing it. Jessica Azzarello. I mean, there's a ton of people. So, I want to give a lot of love out to them, and everybody's going to be a winner at the end of this. I've got some surprises for everybody that's in the challenge. As you guys, it's my inaugural first timers. I'm going to do something for all you guys. Just wait. Do you have any sale on blood work? So blood work right now is $150 for a full panel for males. It's the cheapest and most inexpensive in the country. I might do one here very soon, like a blood work special, and might take it down $25 to $125, which nobody out there can match. Apples to apples in testing. I see some people out there, we have full panel for $99, and you start looking at the blood test you get, and it's nothing compared to ours. I laugh my ass off. I'm like, man, people are wasting money out there. Like, I just can't believe it. I'm very transparent on what you get and very transparent in the price. So at that point, listen, it might be the best thing for you guys. Do I need blood work to order HGH? All right, so we don't do HGH. We do IGF-1 therapies. Now, human growth hormone is not a controlled substance, but is highly regulated by the DEA. They do not like doctors writing for human growth hormone, especially if it's for sports, recovery, anti-aging. They don't want that. It's supposed to be prescribed for like dwarfism, adult growth hormone deficiency disorder, or you have younger people that have it too as well. But listen, we got IGF-1 therapy. IGF-1R3 is the best, dude. I mean, it's probably a fraction of the cost of real growth hormone, and you're getting all the benefits of it, right? With all negative side effects, which is really, really cool. And you don't need to stay on it forever. But you will need blood work for that, if that's the question. You will do it, right? It's been awesome interacting with everybody. I'm loving it. I'm loving all you guys doing. This is great. So Jeremy Elder, Big Rodney Philon, my dude, OG Titan. All right, so Jeremy, I'm currently taking testosterone from the doctor every 2 weeks. Can I take anything else to help with build muscle? I lost a lot due to cancer. I'm getting back in the gym. All right, so Jeremy, yes, you can. Now, having cancer in the past is I'm telling you, some doctors are going to shy away from some things. And, I would say take MK677, but, when you start messing with growth hormone releasing hormones or things like that, what those things do is they grow every cell in the body. Good cells or bad cells, even human growth hormone, right? So you might want to stay away from that. Now, with your current regimen of testosterone, taking testosterone every 2 weeks is probably not doing you any good. Okay? You're going to probably want to take testosterone at least once a week as far as your dosage, and usually split it. That's what we do here. If you take it once a week or once every 2 weeks, what happens is especially once every 2 weeks, that's the worst. You take it, you go up, 4 or 5 days, you're down. Now you're a whole week out from getting your next shot, and you probably feel like garbage. Even if it's 1 week, you're up, and 3 or 4 days later, you're down, and you're waiting for that next shot. So 2 weeks, you gotta be like just dredging, like going slow, like, man, what's happening here? I don't feel like I should. So you definitely want to get that dose where you're taking it every week, and usually you want to split that dose so you're an even keel. So like me, right? So I take 300 milligrams per week. I take 150 milligrams, right, on Monday, and I take 150 milligrams on Thursday. I'm up, I stay up, I'm even keel. I don't go up and down. I'm not on a roller coaster ride. You don't want to keep shocking your body like that. When you do that, that's causing you more harm than good, okay? So you want to check that out. You also want to check out, make sure your estrogen's in check. But listen, there are some more natural things you can take that will help you build muscle too. I would say Hercules Potion is a good one that's going to help you build more muscle back, because you can do more strenuous activity. You'll be able to hold more muscle pumps. You'll be able to do more exercises, which, are more work. So at that point, you should expedite your results. We've got some different things that we can take or we can give you, but I'm telling you, with cancer, depending on how long it was and everything like that, medical providers are going to look down on that. I'm just being honest with you. I'm very, very transparent, straightforward with that. But listen, you can start taking some of these different things that are more natural to the body. You don't need anything crazy, and you'll be able to gain that muscle back 100%. Dominic said, I love IGF-1. IGF-1 is the bomb, dude. Like a lot of people out there, like IGF-1, like, so when I explain IGF-1, because people are like, what's the difference between human growth hormone and IGF-1? All right, so let's kind of break it down so you guys kind of get a layman's term of what it does. So when we talk about human growth hormone, like synthetic human growth hormone, so you take human growth hormone from a bottle, right? You inject it in. Now what happens is your pituitary starts producing this growth hormone. The growth hormone goes down to the liver. The liver converts the growth hormone into IGF-1, 2, and 3. This is where you get all the results or all the benefits from growth hormone, right? It doesn't come from growth hormone per se. It gets when it's converted, and IGF-1 creates these effects. So with IGF-1, you're talking about you're at the starting line. you inject, and then it goes right to the finish line. There's no in between, and then you're not producing IGF-2 and 3, which sometimes causes other issues. So at that point, you're really, really good as far as, with the IGF-1. I love it. It can be used for a number of different things, from weight loss to even building lean muscle. So at that point, you're going to recovery. I mean, you're getting a lot of different benefits from IGF-1. It's definitely one of the best therapies, I think, out there, if you can take it. How would I go about getting preliminary blood work to see where my levels are and see if there's a plan to optimize my health? Chicey Smash, we can definitely help you out, man, for sure. All you have to do is just text the number 727-389-3220. That's our main line. Say, listen, I heard John on the live. I want to get blood work, full panel. Tell them I said $150. You get it discounted. At that point, they'll set you up for labs in your area. Very simple, very easy. They're going to get some demographics from you: name, date of birth, email address, phone number. They're going to get the payment of $150, and then after that, we're going to send you over a lab requisition. All those labs are covered and paid for. You just take that slip into LabCorp, the nearest one around you, and at that point, they're going to run your blood test. They're not going to charge you any more money. They're not going to ask for any insurance card. Don't give an insurance card. You've already paid for the labs. At that point, what happens is we get the results expedited, 2 to 3 business days tops. We'll get them back. We're going to call you up and say, listen, this is kind of what's going on, an overview, a brief overview. We can help you out here and here. Let's get you scheduled for a medical consultation with the provider. And then we do that. You see the provider, and you're ready to rock and roll. We can come up with a plan. It's 727-389-3220. It's our main number. Okay, so if you don't know what it is or you forgot after this, you can go to our website. You can go to our Facebook page, Instagram page, all that. It's there, 727-389-3220. It's the only number we have, okay? All right, stay positive. What's going on? Vanderstride, Jay Stevens in the house. What's going on? I am Lendacy. What's going on? How you doing? I appreciate you guys all joining in. What if you're on thyroid meds? So thyroid's a different story too, right? But listen, it's something that you can look at too as well, right? And you can do testosterone replacement therapy with thyroid. But, some other therapies might be out of the game plan. It just all depends on your health history. That's why everything that we do is personalized for the patient. It's not a one-size-fits-all type thing because people are different. People have different health issues, right? And at that point, we need to personalize these different things because we don't want to hurt anybody. We want to make sure everybody, like I said, health's the one priority. Because if you don't have your health, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't working out. You ain't getting exercise. You ain't feeling good. You ain't having love. You ain't doing nothing. So that's the biggest thing. All right, cool. Yeah, everything's on here. You're welcome, Juicy Smash. E. Escobedo, what's going on, Eric, my dude? Killing this live here, man. About to finish up. Eric's my guy here in Tampa. Takes care of all of me when I need. I appreciate him big time. But yeah, so listen, guys. If you guys are really feeling down, right? Or you don't have energy, you don't feel like yourself, you're gaining weight, you usually don't, you're working out, you're eating right, and you just can't lose pounds or gain lean muscle mass, your sleep patterns are off, any of these things could be hormone related or something else, right? Maybe a vitamin deficiency or something like that. Guys, get blood work done, especially with we're offering it so inexpensive for you guys. We don't hardly make anything off blood work. The whole point for blood work, what I want to do was to be able to offer it to everybody out there and offer the test that people needed. Because when you go into a general practitioner, you got to go in there, pay a copay, ask them for the test. They might write it, they might not. Then go to the lab, try to do that. Insurance company might cover it, might not. Then you have to go back in, pay another copay, and then see if the results are in at that time. It's a whole circus of events. It's really simple to do otherwise with us. You call, you get the lab rec, you go in, we get the results, you get them back. There's no garbage, no ring around the rosy. It's real simple and easy, and you can check them whenever you want. And that's really what you should do. You should check them at least once or twice a year and make sure you're on track and hold your results. Keep them in a file that we can look back at them and see exactly where you're at and compare them if you need to. It's a beautiful thing when you do like that. And you, right, are taking care of your own health to a certain extent where you're watching over things that are happening to yourself. And I'll be happy to go over blood work with you guys and explain some of the tests of what they are too as well. I always try to do that at least every year where I do that. I'll break down tests because I've done it before. And it just, at that point, people understand what they're kind of looking at. Instead of, hey, doctor, how did my blood test come back? Oh, you're healthy as a horse. You have no idea what blood test they ran on you. You have no idea what healthy as a horse means, right? Dude, people tell me that all the time. Like, yeah, I went to my doctor. My doctor said I'm healthy. I'm healthy as hell. I'm in great shape. I'm like, great. What blood test they run you? I don't know. Doctor ran them. I have no idea. So you should really know what blood tests you're running. You should know, listen, is there more in-depth testing that I can do to show different things? Because that's a problem. People go in, and usually a general practitioner only does like a CMP, which is a comprehensive metabolic panel. It tests like liver, kidneys, electrolytes. They might do a complete blood cell count, which is white blood cell count, red blood cell count, hemoglobin, hematocrit. So they're checking for infection and stuff like that in there. They might do a lipid panel, so that's your cholesterol, HDL, good cholesterol, LDL, bad cholesterol ratio. And that's really it. Unless there's a problem, and then they have to send you in for more testing. They have to produce a diagnosis code to attach to that so they can do the testing on you, which goes in your permanent file, which insurance companies now have. And now, maybe if you have some issues that come back on that blood test, it's documented in your permanent record. And at that point, insurance companies, when you want to redo your insurance, might look at that and say, listen, they have to accept you because they can't just deny people with pre-existing conditions, but they can raise the rate on something like that. It's not one rate for everybody out there. So you need to make sure you're looking at that stuff. Victoria Bombshell said, I'm getting my blood test done tomorrow. Thanks for Titan Medical for setting it up. That's awesome, Victoria. Absolutely. And Victoria knows. I mean, you know, she's on her health, dude. She looks phenomenal too. You guys see her. She looks great. Abiel, Anis, what's going on? Rob, for sure. Big hands up. All right, guys. So let's get to the weekly news poll. The weekly news poll said, do you think you get all the vitamins and amino acids your body needs through your diet? 17% said, yes, I think I get them all. 23% said, no, I know I don't get them, but I don't worry about it. 33% said no, but I take over-the-counter oral supplements to compensate. 25% said no, but I take Titan therapies to get what I need. Smart answer. All right, so this question gets thrown out a lot, or I get people that start firing at me online. So the big thing is, oh, you don't need to take injectable vitamins and amino acids. You can get everything through your diet. Okay? Do I agree with that? You can get everything through a diet, I think. For sure. If you're the most perfect person on the planet and you got all day to eat and make sure that your food sources are all correct and you know exactly that your food sources are up to par and you're getting everything you're supposed to, maybe you can. But a lot of people can't, okay? And a lot of people that are in fitness or in health, that's why they're usually taking supplementation, because they know they're not getting it, they need to get it, and they're doing whatever they have to get it. So people that aren't getting these things, you know, a big one out there that I tell everybody about is vitamin D. Everybody is vitamin D deficient or very low on vitamin D. I don't care if you're here in Florida or not. You know, I go in the sun all summer. I'm still vitamin D deficient. It's crazy. Got to take an injectable. I take it once a week, and I'm good to go. You know, with some of these things, you got to make sure you're getting. Now, if you have a question about, am I B12 deficient, vitamin D deficient, we can blood test. How are my amino acids looking? We can blood test those too as well. We can see exactly where you're at in amino acids and see exactly what you need. So if you think you're taking the best supplement out there or over the counter and you think you're getting everything you need, we can test it. If you think you're getting it all through your diet, or I will bet somebody they're not getting all through their diet, I'll blood test and do the Pepsi challenge so you guys can see. It's a really cool thing to do. And blood don't lie. That's the best thing. We're running diagnostics on the inside of us with blood testing. You know, you often see it with cars where they hook up a computer and they can run everything in there. They can tell what's going on in the transmission to, you know, the right caliper or whatever it is. They'll be able to pull out with a diagnostic test with their computer. Same thing with blood. You'll be able to see what is going on in your systems inside. And then at that point, you can make an educated decision on how to correct it to make sure it's running properly and optimally. All right. Whew. All right, guys. So I think that's the end of the show. I think we've been going on here pretty good. If you guys have any questions, shoot them out to me. I'd be happy to answer them before I end this bad boy. But it's been a good Tuesday, man. I appreciate all you guys. I got a lot of cool things coming for you guys from Titan Medical Center. From new therapies, new Titan clothing out there, new Titan events are coming this year, and new Titan promo teams are coming. So if you ever thought about being on the Titan promo team, Victoria, if you're open to be that, I would love to have you possibly, and I'm definitely going to pick some high standard girls to represent Titan Medical Center. At that point, I want to create a strong team. I just don't accept anybody out there. So at that point, I want to make sure that we're up to standard. But I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you guys have any questions about hormone replacement therapy for males or females, medical weight loss options or therapies and treatments, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, not just Tighten Up, but other ones like Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, Titan Serenity, Titan Ultra. If you guys want to talk about rejuvenation detox with glutathione, or we can talk about peptides, weight loss peptides, immune system boosting peptides, sexual peptides, healing peptides. We can talk about those too as well. We can also talk about libido enhancing therapies or bedroom enhancing therapies, and also blood work. If you guys are in the area and you guys wanted to talk about IVs, we can create custom bags, or we have already set bags for IVs too as well. We do everything, guys, and we're going to start getting into the skin and aesthetic lines too as well here. So at that point, if you guys are maybe out of state, we can help you out with skincare that's prescribed and medicated. Or if you guys are in the area, we can do treatments here too as well for you guys. So it's going to be really, really cool what we got coming. I promise you guys. Liz, Palmino, what's going on? How you doing? Vinny, what's up? Victoria, big thumbs up to you. And Frank, what's up, dude? How you doing? All right, so that's it, guys. That's the show. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. I'm going to be here with you guys every Tuesday, 6 p.m., Titan Talk Tuesdays with me, John C. of Titan Medical Center. Also, I've got Big Drew on Titan Lifestyle on Fridays at 2 p.m. Me and him always have great shows and always chop it up. So if you guys want some entertaining stuff to hear, make sure you guys tune in Friday. Also, guys, the Sunday show on ABC. If you're here in Florida, it's on ABC every Sunday, 11 a.m., right? DVR it, watch it live. If you guys aren't in the state or can't see it, guys, just go to our YouTube page. Please go to our YouTube page, hit the subscribe button, and everything is on there. All of these shows are on there. All our Titan Lifestyle shows are on there. Our health and lifestyle shows are on there. All our therapy videos are on there. All our instruction videos on how to do the injections and stuff like that are on there too as well. It's a wealth of knowledge on there. So at that point, if you guys are looking for anything like that or want to know more about some of these different things that I've talked about, go to our YouTube page, press subscribe, hit the all notification bell, and guys, you will be in tune to Titan Medical Center therapies and everything that is Titan Medical Center. So I appreciate all you guys. You guys all have a rest of your have an amazing week for the rest of the week. Rob, I appreciate you too, man. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Thank you guys. And I'll see you next week, 2 p.m. for Titan Talk Tuesdays with me, John, CEO of Titan Medical Center. Appreciate it, guys.